My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon, specifically the Darkest Rhapsody estate thereof. Now look, we have something about which we need to speak right now. Pay us the Plague Doctor. I think we've got some troubles with Pay us the Plague Doctor. Now, let me explain to you why I think that. Payas has an ability called Emboldening Vapors. Now, Emboldening Vapors at level 5 is plus 25% damage, plus 4 speed, I think it is. It might just still be 3 speed. But it can be used 2 times in a battle, and it lasts for the whole battle. The entire final dungeon is 1 battle. So to give Emboldening Vapors to Payas and have Payas use it twice on the highest DPS class in the entire game, who has a ridiculous amount of crit on them, well, that's pretty big. I mean, look, they've got 5 base and then their attack has 7, so 12. And then the Revenge gives them plus 11, so they're already up to 23, rather. That's pretty ridiculous. And I feel like Noxious Blast is essential because that's going to be what we're using effectively against the Heart, right? I feel like Plague Grenade might be essential. It's what we're using against the Ancestor and the Ancestor's Recreations and such. But it's also worth noting that the Ancestor, when it's just the Ancestor by themselves, right? When it's not the Imperfect and Perfect Recreations, Replications, whatever you want to call them, Simulacra, etc., he's either going to be in the back row, where I can hit them with Blinding Gas, or the front row, where I can hit them with the Noxious Blast. Noxious Blast is limited to the first 2 spaces, Plague Grenade to the back 2. So if I want to deal any damage to the back 2 lines, I have to have Plague Grenade. And then there's Battlefield Medicine on the character in my party who is the fastest, and as a result, will be able to move people off of Death's Door with the Battlefield Medicine, or cure a Blight and a Bleed that are worth like 50 points of damage per. I think that is essential. I think that's one of the big reasons that you take a Plague Doctor on this mission, is because Battlefield Medicine is so damn powerful. What do I take off? So you might have realized in the wording of my previous arguments that I've decided to take off Plague Grenade. Now this is going to be really bad in the early game. In the early game of the final fight. It's gonna make the Imperfect and Perfect Recreation stages of the game really annoying. But when it gets to just the Ancestor, I can either use Noxious Blast if they're in the front 2, or stun them if they're in the back line. Or heal if I've stunned them in the back line last round and they're still in the back line, right? That is my big problem. Crumbs. Oh, no. No. Because that, yeah, no. Because that is my big problem here, isn't it? It's if the Ancestor goes to the back lines, I can't hit them anymore. Because Berlin will not be capable of doing that. So I need a DPS that can hit the back line. I can do that with Conta, but gosh, I don't want to have to do that with Conta. Conta is quite good with the extra Eagle Eye and the Unerring and stuff like that. Actually, you know what? Conta being able to attack the backline, I think, is enough. Because last time, we died because the Ancestor went to the backline constantly and just did unmake them all, which is the only AoE attack they have. They have 3 attacks that they use at that time, and they kept using the AoE attack every turn and critting me every turn and staying in the backline. And because they stayed in the backline, the only member of my party that was capable of hitting them was the... was Dismas, with the nothing. Yeah, I was capable of hitting them when they were in the 3rd line with Dismas with Duelist Advance. But also, the Crusader couldn't hit them. Right? Only front 2 lines. I think because Conta can hit the back line, that we're still okay. But yes, I think we drop Plague Grenade, I think we take Blinding Gas, I think we take Battlefield, and I think we take the Emboldening Vapors. I think the amount of damage that it's going to give to the Leper is going to make the end of the combat a lot faster and a lot better than otherwise it may have been. 21, 22, 23, 25. Yeah, okay. That's how we all count, right? You're all taught to count. 21, 22, 23, 25. It's a shame that Jack Bauer doesn't exist to create any other number. All right, let's go for the Darkest Dungeon. I've also given them their trinkets as well. Berlin's holding the Signet Ring, so that the 10% protection that provides, as well as the 30% protection that's provided by Withstand, will hopefully total to prevent a lot of the incoming damage from the plus 25% damage taken as a result of Revenge. In fact, it will, like you can see, it's already going to be better than that. And then I've also got the Ancestor's Pen. I'm actually not trying to increase Berlin's damage at all. What I'm trying to do is increase Berlin's crit. Because at a certain amount, right? Think about it in the extremes. If you've got 200 damage, 10% more damage doesn't matter. Critting and doubling your damage suddenly matters way more, right? And if you've got no damage, then critting doesn't matter. Increasing your damage matters. I think because Berlin has so much damage, and especially with the double emboldening vapors on them, critting is going to be the most important thing that they can do. Now, I'd like to replace this with something else like a Fortunate Armlet for the plus 3% crit plus 8 accuracy, but I think the protection is going to be essential. And also, Berlin is definitely going to be one of the final fighters that is on the field, so they're going to be very, 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 very pained. Okay. Then after that, we've got Kaunter. Kaunter's got the Cudgel Weight for a stun. This is important because the front two lines are not capable of being stunned by Payas with this loadout at the very least, because we haven't got Disorienting Blast, which we don't even have the ability to take. So no argument for that one. Valon actually has the Focus Ring rather than just Juniors and the Ancestor Scroll. I believe this is a good idea because Valon needs the ability to actually occasionally deal damage, especially because Judgment has the ability to hit the backline, so they can supplement the damage that's being dealt by Kaunter. And they're actually not that bad at doing it. Consider that they are an Eldritch Hater, enemies hero Eldritch. They're unerring, plus 10% damage because Judgment is ranged, and that's it. It also would have been and Cove Tactician, but we're not going to the Cove. And then finally, we've got Payas with Blasphemous Vial, who's picking up extra stress so quickly that I think it's probably important for them to be holding the Hero's Ring. All right. I think I'm capable of taking them out. Front line, second line, third line. Cool. All right, that's all good. Food is not necessary in this combat at all. Shovels are not necessary. All of the anti-venom. For the possibility of saving actions from Payas having to remove it, right? Bandage and Medicinal Herbs for removing debuffs. Holy Water for trying to save myself stuff. Horror is not inflicted in this battle, so no Laudanum. I don't even know what Shard Dust is. Oh, gosh. All right, I'm going to very extremely quickly check what Shard Dust is and to whether or not it's something that I should definitely be taking. Applies a buff of 1 speed and 10% damage, but at the quest of a... Sorry, 1 speed and 15% damage for 1 battle, but at the cost of a quest-long debuff of -10 Virtue Chance and plus 10% stress. Apparently, it also deals damage to you, which it's not exactly telling me about here. Weird. Should be consumed before combat for maximum lasting effects, being aware of stress. Yeah, no, stress is such a big negative here that I don't think I can take the Shard Dust. And I'm going to take all of the Aegis Scales. I have no clue how to use them, but if we die here, we dead. So I may as well just take absolutely everything that could possibly help me. We covered. Are we covered? Yes. 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 I'm terrified. I'm mortified at the possibilities here. You know what? Maybe there's a possibility, and maybe it's a long shot, but maybe there's a hunger occurrence in the hallway. There shouldn't be, but maybe a bug happens. It's going to be worthwhile just taking 8 food. It's like 25 per food. It's not deathly for that to happen to me. It's not good. It's not harmful. Actually, another thing that we're going to want to do here, which I remembered extremely late in the game last time, is to remove everyone's stress-giving trinkets. Because as you walk down this hallway, you accrue stress, so rather not. The extremely unfortunate thing about this, I'll talk over them because we've already done this mission, is that I still have to listen to this pompous mother flipper talking.
I found it here. And in that moment of brain-blasting realization, I ceased to be a man and became a herald, an avatar of the crawling chaos.
Yes, 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 we all know. Oh god, that's gonna happen like 4 times, by the way. Ugh. Hey, see, that was only 3 stress, but that could have been 4. That was only 3, but that could have been 4. Those were both 4, and I couldn't have done anything about that. Yeah, claustrophobia is why you're getting more.
Life feeds on life. In your petty pursuit of family redemption, you consume those who rally to your cause, and in so doing, you strengthen the thing, accelerating the end. This is as it should be. It is why you are here.
Now, apparently, why I had so much difficulty in the last Darkest Dungeon is because I chose to take level 5 characters there, and apparently they get more stressed out. Like, they have a stress resist debuff, I think, for going to the Darkest Dungeon at level 5. That's just what one comment said. I'm hoping it's true.
We are chained here forever, you and I, at the end of the world. Free yourself. Rouse the thing and embrace the ineffable cosmic hideousness that lives within us all.
The Darkest Dungeon. Alright. Now let's go in before we give everyone their trinkets back. Yeah! That's bound to work. Hang on. Aegis, pen, and then you get the scroll, and you get the ball. Okay. I'm terrified. I'm just terrified.
You foolishly consider yourself an entity separate from the whole.
Now the thing is, I could
know better.
Oh, Noxious Blast does nothing here. Never mind.
I will show you.
We actually went way too fast there for our own good. Unfortunately, I can't stun all the way up at the back line here. I don't want to start dealing damage yet with Konta in particular. I just need to stun like all of the members of their team for a couple rounds so that I can get the Leper's buffs on. Since I'm using both of the buffs in a row, I should use the defensive one first, then the aggressive one second. Time heals all, that's nice. Usually, like, wow. That's extremely generous. And then I'll just stun both of the backliners. Wait, is your resist 123? We've 160. Okay, yeah, so it's fair that you resisted that. Also 73, yikes. We're actually not guaranteed the stuns on these either. Okay, there's both of the buffs on the leper. That debuff can't be removed, right? So I can't just purge that with the medicinal herbs, if I recall correctly. So I could roll for another stun here, but it's a 175. It's about a 50% chance per target. But I think we should probably just go for the damage on one of you. Nice. Yeah. That's some reasonable judgment right there. Time heals all again. Yeah, that's about 2 characters worth of damage at the same time, so not bad. Payas is the person who has the most of a stress problem here, so letting that hit connect is it's rough. There's our final buff. The leper, it's worth noting, is now very, very quick, so they should be able to kill both of the frontliners. Wow. Payas is going to stress out really, really quickly at this rate, and I don't like it at all. I'm actually going to guard Payas, because if Payas keeps getting stressed, that's the end of the game. So let's not have that happen. Reunion. Oh, you crit me for 9. I'm terrified. Well, I'm terrified of the stress. Hey, one of those is imperfect. Nice. Took way too long last time for us to get our first imperfect. All right. Oh, another imperfect. All right. Hell yeah. If I can stun both the backliners here, that's huge. Damn. Missed the one I expected to miss. Stop, stop, stop. No. It's not okay if they crit literally every round. Like, we will lose to that. That's why I've been taking great pains to do more stuns this time than I did last time, so that I can prevent so many we are the one. Oh, we are the same. Sorry. My bad. That's an 18-point heal because of the bleed that was on there. Cool. 76 in a single crit. Yeah, it's pretty good. Seven to 14 on the damage table. Rolls the 7. That's really unfortunate. At the very least, you crit on the self-heal. Ah, damn it. If we just didn't roll so low with the Vestal, we would have taken out the imperfect reflection there. Oh, that's so annoying. All right. Well, the Vestal, see how they get 13? That's what we're hoping for. That amount. Gosh, if I could just deal a small amount of damage to both of the frontliners here, I would be so happy. Like a Hound's Harry would be so good. Hate that. Stress I definitely didn't need to take there. Ugh. Are we gonna lose this because I didn't bring a stress healer? I had a party in mind that included a Jester, but oh, I didn't like it. I'm expecting to hew the front two line. Yeah. Something like that. You got 3? You killed 2 enemies and crit. Oh, come on. Oh my god, they're all imperfect. It has to just be a damage race to kill one right then. Or rather 2. I can't blinding gas anymore. That's 3. What? Oh no. Oh no. I mean, it is most useful in this, but I was hoping I would have a stun. Oh no. Yeah, 1 down. And then 2 as soon as the imperfect, that one acts. Fine. Change phase of the fight. I'm terrified. I may have already lost.
The flesh is fluid. It can be changed, reshaped, remade.
I'm gonna keep a scale on the backliner. That is to say, Payas literally all of the time here. Yep, nothing I can do there, unfortunately. You need to start using your dog treats. They're in the back line. This is exactly the use case scenario for them. So what is this? 1 blocks remain. We've also got plus 20% damage for the whole quest. Oh, nice. That's actually some stress reduce. It's kind of essential. Don't you dare unmake. Oh, come on! And you still get stressed, even if they unmake. This is... Like, if Berlin can't hit, I can't do anything. No. No! God damn it! Alright, pay us, please. Come on, come on. Heroic. Yes! That's so huge. That is so... That is so monumentally large. And the fact that they're in the second line and they just got stunned. Okay, okay. I have to throw in damage right now. We can heal later. It's fine. Party heal. It should have been. Direct heal's fine considering it did that much, but still. 35, not bad. Gotta stack the blights while I can. My stun chance is 50% here. Damn. You're the only person who didn't need that. You just buffed everyone by what? Plus 15% damage, 4 rounds. Oh my. No, don't move. That's fine. Moved forward is even more fine. Thump! 45, good. Need to start getting rid of these bleeds, actually. Stun with a crit, that's some stress healing as well. We might keep the leper off of Death's door here. Or rather off of Stress's door. $82. Oh, you got 21 for the next 2 rounds. We only take recovery actions from here on out now. Stop critting yourself! Oh, you're not even dead yet. No. No, that didn't do it either. Never mind, it stunned you for an extra round. Okay, more healing. More buffing. I'm putting them on the leper because the leper has way more max HP. You have 1 HP on you, so. I have a bunch of characters that are faster than the Ancestor. They'll act later. It's fine. Cool. Now someone needs to kill the Ancestor. Popped him. And with a crit, not bad. All right. Well, trying to stress them out is nice, I guess, because they're the least.
Is immortal. It is undying. Pray it does not take too hideous a form.
Mm-hmm. The only person who should be hitting this gestating heart is going to be leper. Maybe I should hit it to stun it. It's holy water, so I'm less likely to get affected. In return, it's a lot of HP. Should probably have done that to Counter as well. Counter was fine, though. You know what? Screw it. Damage it. Yeah, especially because you're definitely not going to get blighted. You're a plague doctor. Like, come on. 15 is a lot of damage. And you crit on the self-heal. Yes. That powerful is ridiculous. It is ridiculous how huge that was for us. Thump! Crits both times. Right. Kill the gestating heart? Because the gestating heart usually just transforms into the heart of the end of the world. What if I just kill it?
Behold,
Oh,
of the world, progenitor of life, father and mother, alpha and omega.
I'm gonna try and stun you.
And our destroyer.
Because your next action is coming to your maker. Perfect. Keep the blight high. So I should consider here. You know what? I think it's pass. I think the healing is still going to be important. I think obviously the leper needs to stay, and I think the Houndmaster probably needs to stay for the stuns. Goodbye, Payas. You've served your party well. They can do that even while they're stunned. Wild. Your stun resist is currently insane, so I'll dog treats. I haven't got my resist, so I'll now holy water as well. Throw in 19 damage. Yeah, I mean it's no, 1,000 damage nuke. I don't want to put an Aegis on Valon because I think Valon's probably not long for this world, not Valon for this world. It's okay, I'll leave. The fact that we're not getting afflicted by the blights when we're hitting the enemy is pretty big. And the Aegis here as well. That's a very weird looking crit. And now I have to choose something. I love that the vessel's like, no! And the leper's like, spare the others. I'm ready. Kill me. Mood. Steady girl, if we're called, we answer. I'm somewhere between the leper and the Houndmaster here. Yeah. Whew! Leper won't even change. I love it. You don't scare me. Heart of Darkness? More like... Oh, man. This is that. Like, that's such an epic moment. I screwed it up by not...
Victory.
Dang. I should have had a line ready.
Hollow and ridiculous notion. We are born of this thing, made from it, and we will be returned to it in time. The great family of man. A profusion of errant flesh, multiplying, swarming, living, dying, until the stars align in their inexorable formation, and what sleeps is roused once more. To hatch from this fragile shell of earth and rock, and bring our inescapable end. So seek solace in a manner befitting your lineage, and take up your nugatory vigil, haunted forever by that sickening prose echoing through the infinite blackness of space and time. Ruin has come to our family.
I told you all! I told you I was going to be able to beat this campaign. There was doubt out there. I mean, some doubt. There were a couple of people who were extremely not doubting me at all. I appreciate that. But there was doubt out there. There were bets made, and I did it! Hell yeah! Friends, you ain't never going to break my stride. You ain't never going to slow me down. Whoa! Got to keep on moving. That has been Darkest Dungeon. That's not the end of the series, by the way. That's just like, there's no loss condition anymore. That's why it was so important that I did that. There's no loss condition. And I'm just going to load into the hamlet to have a quick look at the graveyard.
The degeneracy of the hamlet is nothing, I fear, when compared to the condition of surrounding acres.
See how it doesn't say 13 deaths out of 16 anymore? There's no way to lose this campaign anymore. So I now just get to continue playing in this campaign and do the Color of Madness stuff and do the Crimson Court stuff and do all of those kinds of things that I've been off-putting while I've very specifically been trying to go about exactly this. I am so glad that it culminated as well as it did. I'm not pleased with the fact that I needed Payas to become virtuous, otherwise it wasn't gonna work. But at the same time, I am happy that I predicted that that was going to happen and gave them the hero's ring. Like, come on. I think I lose my... Do I lose the extra trinkets from that mission? Or do I get to keep them? I think I get to keep them. Yeah, if the Blasphemous Vial shows up... Yeah, it does. Cool. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all my content, other game parts, runs, and future, and hopefully we'll see you next time.